Gloria Allred offspring and attorney Lisa Bloom has responded to an exclusive report in The Hill which alleges she offered money and gifts to women to come forward to accuse Donald Trump just before the election. The Hill reports Bloom offered to sell rights to interviews to media outlets, selling the stories so she could take a percentage. She even offered to pay off an accuser's mortgage if she would speak out. California lawyer Lisa Bloom's efforts included offering to sell alleged victim stories to TV outlets in return for a commission for herself, arranging a donor to pay off one Trump accuser's mortgage and attempting to secure a six-figure payment for another woman who ultimately declined to come forward after being offered as much as $750,000, the clients told The Hill. At one point, Bloom had collected 4 accuser clients of then-candidate Trump. One refused to come forward and withdrew her complaint. Beauty pageant employee Jill Harth was another accuser who'd previously sued Trump and then withdrew her lawsuit. Trump at one time owned the Miss USA and Miss Universe pageants. The Hill reports Harth, a makeup artist, was paid by Democratic donors brokered through Bloom to speak out against Trump. One Bloom client who received financial help from Bloom was New York City makeup artist Jill Harth. Harth said she did not originally ask Bloom for money, even though her cosmetics business suffered from the notoriety of the campaign stories about her. Bloom issued a statement to The Hill claiming the payments were intended for the women's security in case they felt unsafe during the waning days of a vitriolic campaign. Your questions seem to imply that we were trying to use the prospect of donor funds to entice women to come forward against their will. Nothing can be further from the truth. Some clients asked for small photo licensing fees while others wanted more to protect their security. Our standard pro bono agreement for legal services provides that if a media entity offers to compensate a client for sharing his or her story, we receive a percentage of those fees. This rarely happens. But, on occasion, a case generates media interest and sometimes, not always, a client may receive an appearance fee. As a private law firm, we have significant payroll, rent, taxes, insurance, and other expenses every week, so an arrangement where we might receive some compensation to defray our costs seems reasonable to us and is agreed to by our clients. The Hill reported the Democratic donors, whom she would not name, gave the money directly to her in order to be dispersed to potential accusers. Bloom's statement continued. As I'm sure you can appreciate, as an attorney I am bound by confidentiality laws and therefore cannot answer some of your questions. Bloom has represented accusers of Bill Cosby, comedian Kevin Hart, and Congressman John Conyers and, for a short time, represented Hollywood power broker Harvey Weinstein. One of Weinstein's first accusers, actress Rose McGowan, said Bloom offered her $6 million to say Weinstein had changed. Bloom later left the Weinstein camp.